Alright everyone, another week, another Odyssey, let's just jump straight to it. I have a good feeling about this one, just looking at the name of it. But we'll see, we'll see. Ooh, it is extreme mode though, so maybe I take back those good feelings. Okay, reverse, inverse. Things are getting topsy-turvy on this one. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's sort through this then. Scrapyard hard reverse, 1 to 65, 650 start. Slightly faster balloons, but Moabs are nerfed, and slightly beefier ceramics as well. Okay. Moon landing hard reversed, exact same modifiers, 700 start, 5 to 70. Streambed hard reversed, 20 to 85, 2200 start, same modifiers, but reversed on carve, 1 to 75, and reversed on off the coast, 20 to 80. Okay. I have been screwed by off the coast being the last map a couple of times, so I'm going to prepare sort of specifically for off the coast in a sense, but none of these are any different game modes. They're all hard standard, well, hard reversed I should say. Just need to picture what I'll be using. Alright, first of all, let's pick what the fuck we're going to be using, because we are allowed a hero, which is nice. Okay, is there really a choice here? Well, I mean, yes. Yes! Why would I pick any of the others? No offense to all the others. They're all lovely heroes, except for Admiral Brickle. But sorta just seems like the very obvious go-to here, if I'm honest. We're pretty much allowed everything except for mortars. They probably just looked at moon landing for that. And no ninja. Oh, okay, never mind. We are pretty restricted in the wizardry support environment, but I'd take a wizard every map. I'd take a sniper every map, if I'm honest. Would I take a plane or a water-based tower every map? No, I'd only take them for 3 of the maps, if anything. Do these 3 even need it? Probably not. Okay, I'll take a plane every map. Ooh, but I could take a heli every map. Why not both? And then a dart monkey. I could probably get away with this, if I'm honest. Shimmer deletes all camo detection requirements. Sorta already has camo detection, has camo detection, has camo detection. All of these are good. I don't think I need any other towers. Am I crazy? Because, I mean, it's slightly faster balloons, not fast enough to make a difference, and slightly increased ceramic health, which is, once again, not increased enough to make a difference. And Moabs are just nerfed, so that's great. Yeah, I don't really see a problem. Streambed goes to 85, the rest are less than that, so I think we'll be good, honestly. Let's just go for it, fuck it. Easy victory coming in. Also, fun fact. In my future videos, you will not hear me complaining about getting a job. Not anymore. I've decided to just stop complaining because I've got one. Ooh yeah, now you'll hear me complain about my job. A whole new level of excitement. But yes, I do in fact have a job now, which is pretty good, I am quite pleased. And it's very close by to where I live, which is an even bigger bonus. I walked home yesterday, but then, you know, I also got sunburnt, so I got picked up today, which was always a very pleasant side of things. Right. But yes, I have a job. It's nothing too crazy, but it's bringing in some money, and then I think I'll get my first paycheck like fucking next week sometime, which will be great. Oh, it'll be nice to have an income. Honestly, my income has been like, to put it in BTD terms, it's been like waiting for the end of the round to get money, not actually making any along the way with farms or Benjamin or anything like that. It's like my only income is end of round cash, that's it. And even then, it's not as good as it is in BTD. But now, I'm doing jobs and shit and getting paid for it, which is great. It's also very lucky of me to have someone that works there that I already know. So that's extraordinarily useful and handy to me, because it means I'm not just thrust into an environment full of strangers that I expect to be able to get along with instantly. You know, I've got at least someone to sort of start off with, and then I can work my way onto the unfamiliar faces, which will be difficult. I'm not gonna lie. If we ever meet in person at all, if I meet anyone new whatsoever, and they tell me their name once and nobody else uses it for ages, guarantee I'll forget it. Absolutely guarantee it. I've only just remembered that this is extreme mode, so I'll probably just use a sniper. I mean, yeah, if I just get this guy to fully automatic. I don't know when Sorta will get her level 10 ability, but we've got the Crusher, we've got Sorta. I think for the most part we might be able to deal with leads without another tower, but you know, if it's too much of a hassle, I'll just put down a wall of fire. But yes, so yeah, if I meet anyone for the first time, I might be terrible with this, or I might be like sort of average in terms of remembering names, but I personally don't think I'm that good at it. You know, I met so many people today, I shook so many hands, like sort of introducing myself. It was only my second day. I did like a first day induction thing the other day. But yeah, I shook so many people's hands today, and I was just like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. Heard their name, completely forgot it, like seconds later. Oh, I'm absolutely terrible. But that's the thing, I just need to hear their name repeated a few times within that environment. I don't have to be a part of the conversation, I just have to hear somebody else's conversation towards them, you know? Or you may call that eavesdropping, I'm just calling it being overly interested in learning other people's names. Yes. So, you know, feel free to use that excuse if you want to eavesdrop on a conversation. But yeah, so I'm gonna be very slow at learning people's names, but I'm gonna be very happy to be there. Very happy to be there. Not gonna lie, it's... You know what? Yeah, I may as well just do this. Make life a bit easier. Plus, it's not like it's least tiers or least cash or anything like that. Although, to be fair, if you play an Extreme Mode Odyssey as if it's least tiers, you're probably going to do quite well. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. Bit of a wall of fire. Okay, so I think these will be the only towers I need for this map, honestly. It would be hilarious if I could do this for every single one of the maps, but I don't think I'll be able to be honest. But yeah, I just don't know what it is. I mean, admittedly, so many faces and so many names all at once, never good. Give it a couple of weeks at least before you start memorizing who everybody is. Like, even when I went to TAFE, my TAFE mates, there was only like, admittedly, there was like a class of 30 plus at first. Then, as the weeks went on, people got bored, realized it wasn't for them, and started dropping out and shit like that, or just weren't doing super well at all, and then slowly dropped out as the term went on. You know, names required to remember suddenly got a lot smaller, which was great, but it's kind of unfortunate because we had a sort of meeting today, I guess. Like they were just sort of going over stats and reports and things like that about their company and how well it's doing and everything, which was fine and great. Love that. You know, waste a bit of time watching a slideshow, get paid for it. It sounds bloody brilliant. But essentially, what I gleamed was that it was someone's last day working. Either today or yesterday. So it was their last day on the job. They were planning on leaving. And so there was a bit of a celebration held for them. And it's really fucking awkward Because that's one of the few people who I learned the name of. Either way, I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. And the job itself isn't that crazy. It's for like, I won't give too many details because I don't know. I'm really sketchy on the whole what I'm allowed to say, what I'm not allowed to say sort of thing. So I won't give any specific details, but essentially it's like a warehouse job, production line type thing, you know. Thing comes along a conveyor belt, you add to it, pass it on. Someone else adds to it, pass it on, and so on and so forth. So I am a cog. I am a cog in the wheel of production. I don't know if that's a good thing. It sounds like, I mean, the idle game player in my mind loves that idea. Like, I feel slightly ashamed of saying this. I don't know why, but idle games I find quite interesting. I'm able to suss out which ones are absolute garbage within the first 30 seconds of playing it, but certain idle games just really hit the spot. It's an amazing sense of, oh my god, this is so satisfying. And I feel like when I'm working there, it's also super satisfying to, you know, all work together in unison to create a full product. But like, it's something about it just activates my monkey brain where it's like, ooh, the faster I go, the more efficient everyone else will be as well. It's like buying, I don't know, a global efficiency upgrade for the whole factory. But who knows? In a few weeks' time, I might just get really fucking bored. You know what? In fact, check up with me in a few weeks' time. See what I'm saying about my job, if anything. Who knows? Who knows? If all goes well, then it'll be just like TAFE, where every now and then I'll come home with a story about something stupidly funny that happened, and I'll genuinely have a good chuckle about it. And if that's the case, brilliant. If not, yeah, I don't know. But either way, we shall see what happens. Only time will tell now. Oh, but yeah. And you know what's even better? I'm getting all these emails coming in about like, oh hey, we kind of want to see you for an interview because of your job application you submitted fucking 6 months ago that we never got around to in time. And now I can happily just sit on my ass being like, haha, no. Not coming in. But yeah, the job seems quite nice. Admittedly, it is a casual position, which, if you don't know anything about job positions, it means you get paid more, but you get less sort of, what do you call it? Less benefits. So, for example, things like personal leave, sick leave, something like that. Essentially, all those days you can, like, not show up to work because you have a reason and then still get paid for the day's work. Yeah, essentially, I won't get many of those. But, or any of those, rather. But it does mean my pay is higher than those people that do get those benefits. Which, I mean, makes sense. Simple problems, simple solutions. Okay, cool. I think we're done with this map, honestly. But yeah, so I'm on casual, which does have a few risks as well as the reward of extra moolah. But I think it's a perfect place for me to start right now. Just summon a phoenix, help clean things up a little faster, and done deal. Come on. Don't have all day. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, moving on. 2 towers down. I didn't even say how many towers we'd need to use on average. Well, there's 5 maps, 25 towers-ish, so roughly 5 towers per map. Using 2 right there puts us at, what, 6 towers per map, which is pretty nice. Ooh. Where do I want sorta? I mean, typically I'd put sorta here. But... No. 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 Yeah, nah. I think I'm gonna stick with sorta being here. I still think that's probably the best position for her to be in at the moment. Right. I'm thinking this map, we go for good old Prince of Darkness up the front and Heli Pilot damaging everything constantly. I feel like that's a solid combo, especially on a map that's it's fine. It's one life. Just one life. For now, it'll be fine. But that does make me think that I should probably get a shimmer up sooner rather than later. Let's put one here. Yes. Probably best. Probably for the best. Don't want to try and save up for a heli pilot right now and then get screwed over before we get anywhere near enough money. Right. Good stuff. Okay. But yeah, wow, I what do I even talk about now? I've got a job. I mean, I guess I could talk about that, but it's super repetitive, cog in the wheel type stuff, like I said. And I mean, admittedly, I did make a few mistakes today, which I am proud of. It doesn't make a lot of sense to be proud of your mistakes, but hear me out, because there's a few more words I could put between those two to make it, you know, make a bit more sense. Essentially, I may have messed up a few times, but what better way to learn than from your own mistakes? And now that I've looked like an absolute idiot in front of a few people, that'll be burned in my brain to never do that again, which is a great thing. Essentially, I just dropped some shit and it went all over the floor. Not a great look, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Better to do it on my first day than on like my 31st day, when people are just like, you dumbass, you didn't know that? Anyway. So yes, made a bit of a fool of myself, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. And it wasn't like I was working solo, you know? I wasn't like just all on my own sort of thing. I was doing a bit of shadowing, which essentially means everybody that's good at their job is already doing it, and I'm just watching someone and assisting someone who's good at their job. You know, I'm not exactly helpless, but I'm not exactly helping, if that makes any sense, you know? I think that's the best way to do it too, because I didn't actually tell them this, but I personally learned best classic monkey style, you know, monkey see, monkey do. I'm brilliant at that. I am absolutely brilliant at that. Simple tasks that don't require a lot of brain power, just do it a few times in front of me and I'll get the hang of it. I may have some questions to ask, but, you know, that's to be expected. Oh, but yeah, not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna like it. Okay, come on. And then I can start investing it back into the quality of my videos, which will be nice. I mean, I've already got the whole giveaway situation happening in December. And if you are unaware of this, there is a video on my channel. I'll probably put it at the end of this video, where I'm doing a little bit of a Christmas giveaway. Why Christmas instead of like in a week's time from now? Well, Christmas is a time for giving, and I really hate people that do giveaways and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna do a giveaway in 3 days, and then I'm watching the video like a week later being like, oh, that would have been nice. Anyway, no offense to any other creators out there that do that, but yes. So if you're interested, completely free to enter. Essentially, it's just for a $20 Steam gift card, and all you have to do is I think there's a Google Forms in the description of the video I mentioned. And essentially you just have to put in your Steam name and friend code, and then your Discord name just in case anything goes wrong. But yeah, it'll be good times. So yeah, hopefully with my income, I can spend frivolously, upgrade my computer, upgrade, just my streaming setup in general, and then, who knows? Maybe if you guys like it, we can do more sort of giveaway things. I'm not making any promises right now because, obviously I'm on a bit of a money high, even though I haven't even gotten my first paycheck. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. I would like to do giveaways, but obviously I would want them to be for a sort of reason, maybe even do some charity things, which would be nice. I've always wanted to do charity-related content, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not like a huge enough YouTuber / streamer for it to, make much of a difference. And so, for now, if I'm gonna do charity stuff, it'll just be me donating on my own. But, anyway. Regardless of that, this seems like a pretty chill map. Necromancer's got Patchy Dartship's on its way. Patchy Dartship will sort out pretty much anything, I would wager. So, yeah, I think this map's basically wrapped up in a nice little basket. Okay, and then, yeah, I think that's about everything that's sort of been happening to me lately. I hope you guys are all doing well. I've just been chilling. I've actually, I've had a few plans in the works. If you didn't know, my birthday was in the month of September, and I received a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is exactly what I asked for, because I am a massive nerd. But more than that, I enjoy playing the game a lot. In my opinion, I think it's probably the best card game I've ever played. If you haven't played it yourself, give it a shot. There are things out there called structure decks that you can find. They are probably your best way into the physical card game world. Best way into the card game world of Yu-Gi-Oh! In general is probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel or Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Master Duel is like the official full Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, or should I say Duel Monsters. But yeah, so Master Duel's basically like exact copy 1-for-1 of what Yu-Gi-Oh! Physical card game is like in real life. Whereas Duel Links is more of a smaller version of that. But yeah, if you're interested in card games whatsoever, I would recommend giving it a little bit of a shot. Work your way through the tutorial, see how you feel, and then, get to building a deck. Because that's the thing I really love about Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe I would like it about other games like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering and things like that. I haven't given them a shot yet. I don't outright hate them, but I am the I feel like it's called something like outsider bias or something. I don't necessarily know if that's the correct terminology, but essentially, because I'm not into Magic the Gathering, I look at Magic the Gathering and think, ooh, that's probably complicated, But it's all about that first step. So I haven't actually tried Magic the Gathering, but I wouldn't be opposed to it, except for the fact that I'd have to spend money on it. So, There's probably a free game of it. I'm pretty sure there is, actually. A free digital game that I could try out. But, yes, in my opinion, it's great. Honestly, if you haven't tried any card game where you have to build your own deck, give it a shot. It's pretty fun. Even if it's just a digital version, it's still pretty fun, Because you'll get cards and you'll be like, oh, I like this card, I want to base my deck around this card. And then you can search, well, this is from Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel at least. No sponsor, by the way, I'm just really passionate about this. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, like you can search up one card, you can hit a button to find out a bunch of other cards that are related to that card or that mention that card in their name. And then you can just sort of, you know, find out which packs they belong to and be like, oh, okay, open up those packs, get those cards. It just flows nicely. Admittedly, you do have to sort of learn how to play the game, but once you've learned how to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game fully, it's just reading. It's literally just reading, and not in a bad way. Then again, I don't consider reading to be a bad thing anyway, so yeah. It's all pretty damn good and fun. Would recommend. See, that's the problem though, because this is why I bring up Outsider Bias and Magic the Gathering, is because I've tried to get a few people, specifically family members, which probably was never going to go well in the first place, but I've tried to get a couple of people into Yu-Gi-Oh! And they just take one look at it and immediately go, too complicated. And it's like, you haven't even seen the card. I know, but they're different colors. So is a regular deck of playing cards, but yeah, it can be quite overwhelming, but it's honestly much easier than you think to learn how to play. I think it only took me like a couple of days in high school, and I wasn't even trying to learn. I was just watching the nerds who played it before I got into it. And yes, I called them nerds at the time, and I am officially among them now, so, you know, shame on me, I guess. Anyway, so that has been Reverse Inverse, Part 1. Part 2 will be the rest of these maps, and we've got 22 towers to split between 3 maps. So we've got 7 towers per map now if we need it, plus sorter. I think we'll do alright. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope this helped you out, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone, and have a great week.